It takes the presidency of G20. Important constituents of G20, of course, is the European Union. The ambassador of the European Union to India. Joining us is Mr. Ugo Astuto. Thanks very much, sir, for speaking to us. At the outset, what do you have to say about India's presidency of the G20 and your expectations from it?
Yes, thank you for inviting. Well, what I would say is that the Indian presidency has done a remarkable job in bringing forward the conversation on a number of matters of topical interest for the whole of the international community. Let me mention a few. The achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, climate change, the digital transition, but also women's empowerment. And clearly we also appreciate the focus on Africa. Africa is also our neighbor as Europe. So I think that having the African Union joining the G20 will indeed bring considerable added value. So I think incredible work and already considerable achievement.
Now, talking about the business of G20, how do you think, is there going to be an agreeable joint communique at the end of the summit, or is the long shadow of the Russia-Ukraine conflict going to come in the way?
Well, on that, I think I will have to defer to the leaders and to the work of the Sherpas. What I can say is that, unfortunately, we're not living in a business-as-usual situation. We see the return of war in Europe. We see a Russian aggression against a peaceful neighbor. And this is an attack also at the foundation of the international world order, at the UN Charter. So it's important the international community comes together and reacts. And these are matters of interest also for the G20. We see the effect, for instance, on food prices, on energy prices. We have seen Russia withdrawing from the Black Sea Grain Initiative, which risks jeopardizing a steady flow of grain, particularly to vulnerable countries. So these are matters of interest for the G20 too.
Ambassador Astuto, let's talk about the free trade agreement now, which is being negotiated for quite some time. Do you think that it's a go for now, or are there some sticking points that still remain?
Look, what I can tell you is that we have had 5 rounds. There is progress. We have also had the visit of Vice President Dombrovskis recently to Delhi and a high-level dialogue with the Commerce Minister, Goyal. It's a complex negotiation, inevitably. We are aiming at an ambitious and comprehensive free trade agreement. But both sides also share the same determination to progress and to bring these talks to a productive conclusion.
Mr. Ugo Astuto, thank you very much for speaking 2 times now. Here's looking forward to great success at the summit.